Founder signs away control. A single non-compete clause was the culprit. This clause bankrupted the wrong founder. In a shocking turn of events, the founder who wrote the contract was the one who lost. The contract seemed standard, but one paragraph changed everything. The founder's own lawyers missed the loophole. The clause was meant to protect the company, but it ended up destroying it. Was the founder's own greed his downfall? Non-compete clause ruined Zenefits. It was buried on page 12 of a 50-page contract. The language seemed standard, but one phrase made all the difference. Founders often sign without reading every line, assuming their lawyer has their back. But what if that phrase is intentionally vague, waiting to be exploited? Zenefits' competitor used it to poach their entire sales team. The lawsuit that followed was a war of attrition, draining Zenefits' resources. Was your last contract review this thorough? Eli Holzman and Aaron Sedman watched as their company, IPC, slipped away and returned to independence just 8 years after it was acquired by Sony Pictures Television. The culprit? An intellectual property assignment clause in the contract. This seemingly harmless clause effectively meant that Sony held the reins to IPC's creative output. Picture signing over the very soul of your company without realizing it. That's what happened when IPC joined Sony's nonfiction division in 2018. But why would a founder agree to this? Often, it's buried under legalese, while the promise of resources blindsides you. In 2026, when Sony loosened its grip, IPC tasted independence again. But imagine being part of that roller coaster. Do you think you'd catch it before it was too late? Millions lost. A best efforts promise destroyed a startup because it's not what you think. Best efforts doesn't mean doing everything possible. It means doing what's reasonably expected, and that's very subjective. The courts decide what's reasonable, and that's a very high-risk gamble. A founder once thought best efforts was a safety net, but it turned out to be a trap. The founder's company paid the price for this misunderstanding. Are you making the same mistake? Daymond John of Fubu fame nearly lost millions over a patent oversight. One missed patent renewal can expose your entire product line to imitators, decimating market share overnight. It's like pulling the pin on a financial grenade. The fallout is brutal and swift. Imagine a competitor legally duplicating your design. That's potential revenue walking out the door. Patents aren't just legal paperwork. They're shields against market vultures. Without vigilance, you're handing competitors the blueprints to your empire. Has anyone ever blindsided you like that? Shamrock Shipping overlooked a single indemnity clause, costing them a staggering $4 million. It happened because they didn't realize this clause transferred third-party liabilities to them. Imagine a surprise bill for damage caused by another party. They thought they were insured, but the fine print said otherwise. Legally, they're now on the hook for costs unrelated to their services. The twist? This clause is buried in countless contracts. Has your business ever signed something it didn't fully understand?